Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So, Danileigh has finally revealed that she is pregnant. Now, I did 2 readings on Danileigh. Actually, I did like more than 2, but I did 2 readings where I got that she would be pregnant. One in January, and then I did another one in March. Okay, because I believe she was starting to show where she was wearing like bigger clothes or something like that. So I did another reading. I will have that in a pinned comment, down below. But Danileigh is just getting used by the baby. First of all, the baby trapped Danileigh, not vice versa. And I'm going to tell you why. The baby has not treated Danileigh great. He turned his back on Danileigh when the whole Yellow Bone song came out. Okay? And the thing is, other people wanted Danileigh. There were other rappers, other NBA players who wanted to get with Danileigh, and the baby knew that, and that's why he decided to impregnate her, okay? Because once you're pregnant, you still gotta wait 9 months to a year to have the baby, and then you gotta get your body back. And then also, she's gonna be stuck with the baby for 18 years at least. So the baby trapped Danileigh so she would not fully move on, because he has not been faithful to Danileigh. He's not faithful to her now, and he never will be 100% faithful. While he was smashing Danileigh, he still was smashing other IG models. So, I hope the best for Danileigh, but I already can see that they're not going to last. Moving on to Nicki and Drake. I just wanted to talk about this because a few people have been DMing me for weeks about Drake being some sort of spy for Nicki Minaj during the hate train. And that was not the case. Drake did not really help Nicki during the hate train. I already went over who really helped Nicki, and that was Ariana Grande, which has been proven. Ariana Grande went on Queen Radio, proclaimed that Nicki was the queen, did 3 records with her, even though people were telling her not to work with Nicki Minaj, okay? And was also telling people, you should work with Nicki. She's wonderful. She's a sweetheart, blah, blah, blah. Doing that behind the scenes and never brags about it. On the other hand, Drake and Nicki fell out 3 times during the hate train. Okay? I already did a whole video on it. One is when, she was with Nas. They fell out because, she was with Nas and he thought he was going to be after Meek. Then they fell out again because of Quavo. Okay? And then after she put on blast that Drake had a Spotify deal and still had OVO Radio on Apple Music, is no longer there. But at the time it was on Apple Music. That pissed Drake off. Okay, then he brought Travis Scott and Cardi B on stage. He was not spying on Cardi because he wasn't even that close to Cardi. He was close to the Migos. And the Migos really weren't giving him any information that Nicki really could use. I mean, they did not do anything to really sabotage Cardi's era. Invasion of Privacy came out. I think she got 3 number 1s. So what did Drake help Nicki with? All he did was complain to Wayne and executives about Nicki mentioning his name and complain about doing records. He got taken off of Queen. If he was such a great spy, how comes he got taken off the Queen album, but Ariana was on there? They had a record that was supposed to be on the Queen album, yet he got taken off, but he was such a great spy. That's weird to me. Okay? So that whole narrative of he was a spy, he was an op. He was not. He was no spy. He was only spying when he wanted to hit it next. He was only spying on the Punani. Okay? He was not helping Nicki at all. Think about it. If he was really protecting Nicki, don't you think she would feel the same way she feels about Kenny, about Drake, if he was really protecting her? Come on, man. You know how Nicki gets when she feels protected? When she feels like you about that life? She don't feel that way about Drake because he's not. He doesn't do anything to protect Nicki. He don't even use protection on himself. That's why he's so mad at Sophie. So, Drake, he's not tough. He has to use Jay Prince and other people to really scare other people off. He was not protecting Nicki. He was an op. And he will always be an op in my eyes. Okay? And I know they cool, but I still don't trust him. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. Sorry. Once somebody shows you who they are, believe them. When he gets upset at Nicki, he's going to do the same thing he was doing during the Queen era. Hanging out with her ops. Anyway, moving on to Megan. So the Whisper reported that, Megan and Beyonce got another record in the stash. I mean, we all know Megan will need another Beyonce record because dot shit is not it. Okay, so we all know she needs this record, but it would kind of be redundant. I mean, people went crazy over Saturday. I mean, they already have a record, so I don't feel like people would really go super crazy if they do another record together. It'd be kind of like the same thing, redundant. But my whole thing is, if Beyonce can do a record with Megan Thee Stallion, who, is doing Camel Face, why can't we get an R&B record? Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, and Beyonce. The fans have been asking for the past 5 years, and there's records in the stash. Not all of them are on it, but, there's a record with Nicki and Beyonce on it, and then, I'm sure there's a record with Nicki and Rihanna on it or something like that. So, if you can do a record with Megan, who is allegedly smashing Camel Face from what I'm hearing from 3 different people, why can't you do a record with Rihanna? She hasn't smashed Camel Face in years. So it's just like, I don't understand why she has this thing against Rihanna when Megan's doing the same thing. And she knows. She knows. Your intuition don't lie. She knows. The same way when Rihanna was getting all this push, it was just really her. It's the same thing that's happened with Megan getting all this push. Because Camel Face is getting sucked on. So, I just feel like we should just forgive everybody. Or you can just think like you like Rihanna, like you did with Megan on that Grammy stage when you were making all those weird faces. And I love Beyonce. So, I understand why, she's not going to be obnoxious about it. She can't. She's the queen of music. She's not supposed to be acting ratchet. This is not Love and Hip Hop. But I'm just asking for an R&B record, okay, before everybody retires. Rihanna should not be prancing around town and making music with A$AP Rocky when we have not had an R&B record. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Should we get an R&B record or not? Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. We will be talking about this later.